Dopey was innocent. Free that boy.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time
Let's see.
for the most anticipated yet riskiest
He said riskiest.
trial of all time. Yeah, I ain't even
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Press your luck with this one. But f it, we do this for the people.
I forgot they was coming. They was coming after the One Piece content creators. Toei. I remember I saw one thing where like a guy got all his like YouTube videos from like 5 years ago taken down. He got his whole channel pretty much taken down because he was making content on One Piece.
10 feet tall. No exaggeration. And with so many crimes committed, I can't even name them all right now. The heavenly demon, Don Quixote DOFLAMINGO.
Don Quixote.
You know how this goes. The evidence is on deck, ready to
He called Dopey innocent. He need to be locked up in Alcatraz.
Popcorn or something to snack on. Cause without further ado, Exhibit A. Don Quixote DOFLAMINGO, one of the 7 warlords of the sea and the king of Dressrosa. His name is feared throughout all the seas, and his drip.
I'm not caught up on One Piece. Is he still the best villain?
But how did the heavenly demon become one of the biggest kingpins in the world? Well, we have to go back a good 33 years in the past. Now,
He's up there, not gonna
was
lie.
a celestial dragon. Now, if you don't know what a celestial dragon is,
Yeah, those racist people.
These are the world nobles.
They kept the slaves. I do remember this though. I remember watching it like when the episodes were coming out. This was back when I was into One Piece crazy.
Look at them. They literally have dicks on their heads. They're dickheads. Look at that. This fucking alfalfa ass, jack ass shit on their head. Now, Saint Homing, DOFLAMINGO's father, decided one day, everybody, I have an announcement to make.
Overlord, what's up?
With the peasants. Blasphemy! Now, this is a very big deal because the Don Quixote family are world nobles living in the holy land of Marijwa.
Why he don't got mud? Because this man Overlord, he doesn't have a mod because this man Overlord decides to join on 2 different accounts with the same name. One has mod and one doesn't. And he goes on this one even though he keeps getting timed out.
Dad decided, I want to go live with the regular niggas, cause why not? And this is some of the stupidest shit you could possibly do. Because everybody hates celestial dragons, cause they enslave people. They're assholes. They don't even consider themselves human, because they are the top of society. So the whole family ends
I do
up
remember
leaving
that.
and giving up their celestial
Dopey's dad
dragon
was dumb as
status.
hell.
And obviously the
Dumb as
little
fuck.
Dopey wasn't fucking with it. Bro was already complaining. Little nigga was like, Daddy, where are the slaves and why do I have on this peasant clothing? Oh, calm down, son. We're gonna be living
peasant
a simple,
clothing.
peaceful life now. Some bullshit. Now, it's very clear that DOFLAMINGO's dad doesn't have an ounce of evil in his body, like the other celestial dragons. He's a simple man, but an ignorant one, and he was about to get hit with a reality check. So the next day, him and Dofi walk into town. So his dad walks up to the vendor and says, I want to buy some
Especially a Ryu main, go ahead and put that Ryu away.
apples. So the vendor's like,
He just wanted his
"Oh,
Gucci shirt
brother,
back.
You must be new here. But this dumb ass nigga ends up saying, oh yes, me and my family are from Marijwa. You what? So everybody shook. They like, what the fuck? If you from Marijwa, you a celestial dragon, ain't you? And this dumb ass nigga is like, oh no. We used to be celestials. But we're human now. And then it didn't help that DOFLAMINGO just started going off on everybody, calling everybody peasants and shit. So they was cooked. Because later that night, they burned down their damn house. They is trying to kill these niggas. They on some Salem witch trials type shit.
It's that's not good.
So they end up running for their life for days. Because a dumbass daddy was so fucking ignorant.
Nah, he was stupid.
Celestial dragon could live with regular people.
You really think
This man
that'd be scared of celestial dragons instead of trying to kill them? I mean, he said that they're not anymore, right? So he was trying to like make it seem like he's one of them now. So he's like, oh yeah, you one of us?
was shook.
No, you're not.
From the top of the world to the fucking gutter. Him and his brother got beat for trying to
God
steal
damn.
bread because they had no money.
You beating the shit out of these kids.
Why people just laughing at him? Look at this bad bitch and a nigga with a panda head. I'd be damned if I see a nigga with a panda head laughing at me.
Oh, bro, you're gonna have to kill me before I get beat by somebody that look like that.
And she end up dying. So at this point,
Yeah, wasted.
Doflamingo rightfully so hates his dad, as he should. This nigga,
As he should.
Your bro
Dumbass.
mistake, and now your wife dead. It can't get no worse, right? Wrong. The people end up finding them. And I don't even know if I could say this word on YouTube, so I'm just gonna bleep it. They them. These people start going off on them. I kid you not, bro right here said,
hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
and they just go
Yeah,
off
Tay.
on them because they are celestial dragons. They hate them. It don't matter if Doflamingo's dad is different. You're still a celestial dragon to them. The people who treat commoners like garbage. So at this point, this was the breaking point for Doflamingo.
Yeah, you saw the memes of that guy, Trepid? Well, he just be making random videos of him screaming and crying for no reason. Bro was tweaking out.
Looks at him. They could feel this little nigga's anger from down there. Then bro just started talking like a rabid dog. And then it happened. The man unlocked his conqueror's hockey. And this little nigga knocked every single person out with his. Now, you see, here's the thing with this. I'm not counting this as a charge. This is an act of self-defense. They hung his ass. Hung his
they
ass
definitely
and
did.
his brother. So even though this man broadcasted that he got murder on his mind, he getting let off the hook with this one. So after that life-altering incident, Dofi goes to this
I think when it comes to One Piece, those are some of my favorite, probably my favorite moments. Those Conqueror's Haki moments. I still remember the one where it was in Marineford and they was about to kill Ace, and Luffy did like the scream and he like wiped out every single person on there. Yeah, that was hype. That was hype. I was looking in the manga. Dopey will indeed get out of Impel Down soon. I believe it.
This nasty ass nigga Treble. So this nasty SOB says, "Hey, so I heard you knocked out all those people with your haki. Now, me and my boys will start glazing you if you pass my test." So Treble gives him a gun.
You see Luffy's haki now. Yeah, the last time I saw anything to do with his like Conqueror's haki was when he fought Katakuri and they had like the little clash. I remember that the last time, but the last thing I saw of One Piece was Gear 5. I did see that.
Doflamingo did not waste no time. He had murder on his mind. He went back to his.
Was guys? It was good.
Fuck you, old nigga, and blew his brains out. Murdered his own father in cold blood right in front of his brother. And this right here is a good old case of patricide. Murdering your own.
When you watch Luffy versus Kaido times 6, I
Doflamingo murder his father.
think he said times 6. Was he throwing Gear 5? I thought it was pretty cool.
He actually brought his head back to Marijwa to try to get his
I like it.
status back, but they said hell no.
I liked it. I mean,
visit. So he ends up going back to Treble, and him, Diamante.
there's a lot of mixed opinions about it. I thought it was cool. It's better than Gear 4.
And from that day, the Don Quixote family was born, and they was not.
And it's better than Gear 3.
These four niggas would do anything for Dofi. Take for example, one day Treble finds Dofi beat up, so he asks him, "Oh my glorious king, what happened?" "Ah man, some guys roughed me up. I wish they were dead." Okay. These dudes find the dudes that jumped them, and Treble comes up to him and says, "You're the guys who roughed up Dofi, right?" Now,
Gear 5 Snake Man is still your favorite though? Gear 5 Snake Man or 4? Snake Man is the one where he's skinny, right? That's Snake Man, and then the other one is like Bounce Man. That's one where he has the big arms.
That's all. Oh shit! Hey bro, we was just teasing him, I swear. Shut up. They was not playing games with nobody. If Dofi wanted you dead, guess what? You're dying. If he wanted your turf, guess what? Get the packing. This man took racketeering to another level as a 10-year-old at that. And this was the wildest one. Diamante finds bro and says, "Oh my glorious king, what happened to your knee?" "Ah man, I just tripped on a crack in the road." "Oh, and where's this crack exactly?" And I kid you not, this nigga Diamante finds the crack in the road and says, "Fuck it, I might as well level the whole town."
Bro.
So that's what they did. They blew up the whole town.
The meat riding, the glaze,
The
insane.
Don Quixote family was feared. Niggas cleared the streets when they saw Dofi walking. Hide your kids, hide your wife, ain't nobody safe. The Dofi trial. Exhibit A wrap up. Patricide. Racketeering.
D1 and glazing. Nah, that was some crazy glaze. I've never seen some glaze like that.
Exhibit B. Y'all alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B. Joker. We now fast forward 30 years later, and at this point in time, DOFLAMINGO is the most influential underworld broker in the game.
Damn.
He is also one of the 7 warlords of the sea. And before he became a warlord, and they
I do remember those snails, those weak ass telephones.
Bounty of 340 million berries. Now imagine if the nigga wasn't a warlord. God knows how high that shit would be. But anyways, we now focus our attention to Mocktown, and specifically Bellamy. Now, as we know,
is he still getting his ass whooped? Bo has been getting fried every single time I see him on the screen. I remember back when like Luffy first found him.
Bellamy fought Luffy.
Yeah, that Bellamy.
One-shot it to be precise. It looks like Bellamy and his crewmate, who I ain't gonna lie, I forgot his name. I think his name is like Sarquise or Sharkeisha or some shit. I don't know.
Lakeisha?
It looks like they're fighting each other and having a falling out. But
Bellamy a fraud? I see that.
at all. Because you see this nigga Dofi sitting in the corner, controlling them with his string fruit. And this man is pissed off.
Ain't seen bro since.
Because this nigga Bellamy is trash. He got one-shot by a human condom. And it was under DOFLAMINGO's banner. The Bellamy pirates were under him. So obviously that is a hit to his reputation.
That is -5 reputation points.
Piece of shit and controls old boy like a puppet and slices him.
I do remember this.
This man Bellamy.
Yo, the old art style is crazy.
Kinda sad. Let me give y'all a flashback real quick. Back when Bellamy was a straight young bull, bro used to look up to DOFLAMINGO. He wanted to be just like him. I don't know why.
I feel like I remember Bellamy. I mean, yeah, bro had springs on his legs.
But DOFLAMINGO was his inspiration. But when they first met, DOFLAMINGO.
When did he get introduced? He got introduced in like the first 50 episodes. I'm pretty sure. It was after they met Sanji and Nami and all them.
Under my flag, my Jolly Roger,
if I remember correctly. He knows Zoro? I think so. Probably.
But of course Bellamy's still begging like, please, just give me one more chance.
150? Oh, okay. There you go. That's when. Around that. Yeah, it was like around that part. It was after the Alabaster stuff. But it was before the other arc.
So this man Dofi got up, walked away, and said,
I thought it was him and the other dude calling Zoro brother. Are you talking about those two people in like Arlong Park? Oh wait. Yeah, this guy here. Him and the other one. Yeah. No, they're definitely not the same people.
More than your whole bounty, and I have absolutely no use for broke ass niggas. And slices this nigga. Bro just assaulted his most notorious glazer while firing him at the same time. Well, ain't that a hell of a way to get fired on your day off? But we really don't even get to see a glimpse of how strong this dude is until the Summit War, aka the grand opening for the greatest donut shop of all time, Crispy Aces. So before the war even started, you already knew bro was on timing. I mean, look at this bloodthirsty ass nigga, bro hitting the Uzi tongue.
Alright.
But the first victim
go ahead and pause that.
Was none other than Lolo.
Oh yeah, this weak ass giant.
Ugly ass boy.
Ew.
So Ew. Just stomping on niggas, trying to make his way to save El Donut. But this big boy ends up getting jumped in brutal fashion too. So it started off with Kuma, which I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was about to roast the shit out this man, but I just
introduced to 146, not 50. But I forgot. I don't even remember, bro. You know how long I was since I watched that episode of One Piece? I think the last time that I watched him introduced, it wasn't even me watching it. It was like I watched a reaction of it from RTTV, the goats.
Caught up on the manga, and after reading that
but yeah, I don't even remember the episodes.
You, bro. So even though you built like an egg,
I remember
damn chicken legs.
An egg.
My nigga. So anyway,
that character though, Kuma, bro, when he first got introduced, it was cooked. Did they react to all of One Piece? Yeah, they did. They reacted to all of One Piece, and half of them was sleeping throughout the episodes.
Spazzing, and this man was so cooked, but he said, "Hell no, I'm at least taking out somebody with me." So he ends up aiming for Dofi, and bro just looked at it like, "Really, nigga?" So bro,
I can actually get through the show now. Yeah.
But Brody ain't hit shit.
They reacted to Bleach too. The Bleach reactions be killing me, bro. They be arguing about just everything at the end. Because it would be like I would know when they're about to argue because it would take like an hour, right? No, less than that. It would take like 45 minutes to watch the 2 episodes that they would do because they would react to do 2 at a time. But if the video length was like over an hour long, you know that they were arguing for like 45 minutes extra, and it was always so funny.
That's how you know your screen time over. So DOFLAMINGO amputated, bro. Cut that big ass leg clean off. And he's just laughing his ass off and saying, "This is what you get for being a dripless Neanderthal." And then Gecko Moria's hogback, bowling pin built ass hit him with that.
Gecko Moria. Jeez, bro, this was that a filler or was that a real arc? I don't even remember. I just remember the arc.
And it was raps. Them boys murdered Lil Lords. But
The bros came up with a blue Luffy.
Murder charges. So later on, Viking Humpty Dumpty ends up pulling up and saying, "DOFLAMINGO, fuck you in that feathered ass coat, nigga." So Bro runs at him and tries to swing at him, but he stops.
Oh yeah,
Dofi
he
just
did do
started
that.
talking shit,
He started laughing at
saying,
him.
"What's wrong, water buffalo? Are you too mesmerized from all my sauce?" And y'all already know what he did. He hit Bro with his strings. He wasn't moving an inch. So all these other dudes end up running up. And yeah, a massacre was about to ensue. Bro right here runs up. He gets his balls chopped off. And Dofi just started
Yeah, he got cooked.
this man and making him kill his own men. This was just tragic, but also despicable. You made this man kill his own men. That's fucked up, bro. And while Bro is massacring these dudes, this man gives off one of the greatest speeches I've ever heard. And everything he said in this speech is 100% facts. Now, obviously, I can't play the audio, but I'm going to text it out for us.
Indeed.
We're going to do a quick English project real quick. So here we go. Pirates
Alright.
are evil. The Marines are righteous? These times have always changed throughout the course of history. Kids who have never seen peace and kids who have never seen war have different values.
Okay,
Those who
okay,
stand at the
okay.
top determine what's wrong and what's right.
Mm.
This very place is a neutral ground. Justice will prevail, you say? Of course it will. Whoever wins the war becomes justice.
Let me find out who he was cooking with that.
Was cooking. Even though he's pure evil, he is actually speaking legitimate facts, and you can't deny it. So after this, I ain't even.
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone would argue with each other. Everyone would argue with each other if like pirates, if Luffy was evil, or like if he was actually a villain because he was a pirate, because he's going against Marines who were supposed to, you know, like, but they used to go at each other, especially on TikTok when like it was new, and people would debate all the time. They used to debate all the time about some shit. It was so stupid, but it was funny to watch. Like the power skating debates back in the TikTok days was hilarious. You had people coming up with all types of maths equations, dropping paragraphs, all types of stuff.
Oh nah, shut the fuck up with that fake ass gold claw. I know you got that shit from Temu. Fuck you.
Temu.
Fuck you too. You tobacco loving, chain smoking son of a bitch. Now, most of this fight sadly happened off screen, but hey,
Of course.
only Oda know how long this sauce-off went on for. So fast forward all the way to the end of the war, and you just see explosions in the background. And the reason why is because DOFLAMINGO was jumping this 60% body fat eggplant, because he basically had an assassination order from somebody up high. But Moria somehow lived. I don't know how, but it don't matter, nigga. That's still attempted.
I mean, it makes sense. Ain't he a warlord too? It would make sense that he could like survive another warlord.
DOFLAMINGO's criminal enterprise is thriving. This nigga is anime El Chapo. And I mean, this man did everything from arms dealing and gun running to massive drug labs. One in Punk Hazard and one in Dressrosa, producing smile fruits for Kaido, and had none other than Caesar Clown cooking that shit up. And I kid you not, these smile fruits was fucking niggas up.
Yeah, I remember that one place.
Smile fruits
Yeah.
Wano. Like
And they couldn't stop smiling even though people was dying.
Responsible for supplying these niggas to cause a drug epidemic. Look how this shit hit neighborhoods in Wano, bro. They thought these hoes was just regular apples. Hell nah, these hoes was laced.
Yeah, ain't no way you thought that was a regular apple. What kind of apple you know look like this?
These hoes was just regular apples. Hell nah, these hoes was laced, and everybody was eating them, even the kids. And they lost all emotions except for smile and laughter. They basically ate Joker venom. Yeah, hell nah. The Don Quixote family needs to change their name to the Don Quixote cartel expeditiously. So now we end up catching up with Dofi at one of his Dofi parties. Because you know what they say, there ain't a party like a Dofi party. And he gets a call from Punk Hazard saying, "Oh, young master, the strong
Young master.
and G5 is fucking with our product. Operations have halted." So this man took extreme measures and basically said, "Motherfucker, you think that's my problem? I got bitches here." Oh my God, don't
Okay.
in the water. Hold on, ladies. The party's just getting started. Motherfucker, blow up the island. I'll send somebody to pick up Caesar's bitch ass later. Now, sadly, DOFLAMINGO's plan to blow up the lab failed miserably because of Caesar's dumbass. So this man was so
why did it
pissed off,
fail?
he said, fuck it. Niggas can't get shit done. So I'm gonna do it myself. So this man web-slinged all the way to Punk Hazard. So later on, while
Believable.
G5 basically has the island under control, this man Dofi flies in saucy as fuck and just hits a superhero landing. And everybody in G5 is stunned. They like, oh my god, that drip.
What is that? What devil fruit would you pick? I'll pick Luffy's devil fruit. Obviously, I'd be the strongest. Because you know he's the main character. No, I'm trolling. But if I had to pick a devil fruit and I had like no repercussions, I'd pick Law's devil fruit, of course.
This man knocked out
W Law.
every single soldier in Conqueror's.
What does his do?
Even lay a hand on him. Just hit him with
Bro, it's a lot to explain. Just know he makes like a room and he can do whatever he wants in there.
all the other Marines' guns and made them all
And you gotta hold it.
And this man elegantly made them all shoot each other while hitting this saucy ass flip. Oh,
Light skin pose?
goodness. Bro just murdered I don't know how many people, but he did it in the sauciest way possible. So then this one Marine is begging for his life. He like, please, I have a family. Nigga, fuck
What's
your
up?
family. They should be ashamed of your broke ass. I know you don't get no paper. I know your bitch be fucking other niggas behind your back. You fucking
Ah, damn.
It got so bad,
Not the cook.
Smoker had to intervene. But
Oh, yeah,
my
Smoker.
God, this man got washed. Look
Yeah.
at his sorry ass. Can't even land a hit. This is why you're not making Admiral, buddy. Look at him. Bro tried to punch him in the dick. Duffy looked at him like, whoa, slow
I know it can heal him.
fuck. And this how you know this man Smoker is washed.
But that's
This
it.
man already breathing heavy as hell, and they only been fighting for
But
30
he
seconds.
can do a lot of things. That's the best thing to describe it. Whatever he wants to do in that room, he can do it. But it has like, I think it like damages him every time he does it, or something like that.
He sat on bro, grabbed his face like your mama
I don't remember.
beat your ass and was about to kill him. But Smoker
Yeah,
ended
and
up
then-
getting the bailout of the century.
Who's it that stopped it? Yeah. I remember that.
We gonna have to stop. And you see,
Dofi.
Dofi was a smart man because he knows he can't win this fight. You think he's
Stamina, yeah, something like that. Like it's something like that. It drains his stamina too much or something, so he can't do it. They had to power gate him, otherwise he'd just be OP. This scene though was everywhere when it happened.
Smart man. Up and said, Smoker
This one?
ended up getting the bailout of the century because
Yeah, that-
said, "All right, big dog, we gonna have to stop."
He's cool.
You see, Dofi
Aokiji's really
was a
cool.
Smart man, because he knows he can't win this fight. You think he's gonna fight a former admiral and get embarrassed? Hell nah. Bro said, "I'll take my leave. I got bigger fish to fry." And that
Naruto the
fish
Devil,
is
it'd be
all
unstoppable.
Straw Hats, and especially Law.
Naruto, I don't even think Naruto needs a devil fruit to beat every single character in One Piece. I'm talking about with like when he had his powers. Obviously not when he became a vegetable.
Murder, mass murder, arms trafficking, drug manufacturing, possession, and trafficking. Exhibit C.
Mass murder.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Exhibit C.
Alright.
Corazon. So,
Corazon?
there is a reason why Law has mad beef with Dofi, and it all
What is
started
it?
16 years
My
ago.
goat Law.
Now, when Law first came to DOFLAMINGO, he was very sick. He had white lead disease, and his whole family is
God
dead
damn.
because the world government decided to murder everybody in that town because they all had that disease. So they racked
Yeah,
the
it-
city that
no
big.
sense,
Law
you
didn't
know?
have that much time
W-
left to live. But Dofi kept
the good guys.
said, there's a chance that you might be able to live if you get this devil fruit called the op fruit. Cause you'll
The
be able to heal
op.
yourself. Also, the fruit's busted. So Law ended up sticking around with him, doing some piracy, robbing some banks, and of course, catching bodies. And Dofi's main objective was basically to groom Law to become his right-hand man. Now, here's where everything
Okay.
goes to shit. Corazon,
Oh.
aka DOFLAMINGO's brother, Rosinante, basically told him, "Hey, little nigga, you got D in your name. And if Dofi figures out you got D in your name, he gonna kill your little ass. Because if you got the big D in your name, you are a mortal enemy."
Blox fruits is weird? What is that?
And also, Corazon is a narc.
I'm a rat.
I ain't no snitch. He's
Oh.
a undercover Marine trying to take down his evil brother. So you can kind of see what this is. These two are basically opposites and the what ifs of a tragic outcome. DOFLAMINGO wants
The Roblox One Piece game? Oh. He got the string fruit in One Piece, when the game the fruit sucks.
Stop his brother because he's a crazy bastard. So Corazon ends up taking Law around for like 6 months, trying to find a cure for his disease and getting him away from Dofi. Now, while this was going on, Dofi called them and said, "Come back to the ship. We got a lead on the op fruit, and we can cure Law's disease." Now, with this in mind, Corazon decided, let's just go steal it so we can cure your disease and go into hiding. So Corazon gets the information
makes
from the
sense.
Navy
Pretty
where the fruit
normal
actually
plan.
is. So later on, they end up getting to the island, and Corazon ends up stealing the fruit, but at the expense of getting shot the fuck up. So
God
after
damn.
Bro got shot up but somehow survived, he made Law eat the fruit. And after that, he told him, "This is some important intel I need you to give to the Navy that's on this island right now." So while Law went to go search for a Marine to give the note to, he found one, but the wrong one.
The wrong one? Who was that?
Was Virgo. Dofi's undercover
him.
agent in the Marines. So Law brought Virgo all
Tragic. That's a crazy
the way
look.
back to Corazon, and Virgo was like, "What the fuck? Corazon? Oh, you narc ass nigga." And Virgo ended up reading the intel and kicks his face in. And Virgo
You can change that, and yeah, he can.
did not hold back. He beat the
If you're in his room, he can.
Then after that,
You can change their cells. Yeah, if you wanted to.
So then after they get their ass beat, Dofi arrives on the island. And this man is dripped out of his mind and pissed. Cause his own brother was a rat. And DOFLAMINGO knew something was off too. Because those 6 months that Corazon was gone, the Navy was off they ass. And every time Corazon was there, the Navy was there.
Making this up because, bro, don't nobody like no celestial dragon.
Setting up his bird cage
He's a pirate.
over the island so nobody can leave. And he just went on a rampage.
He has his own pirate crew.
Found his brother, killing literally anybody and everybody that was in his way. So later on, when the family
I'm gonna need that
finally
hockey.
finds Corazon, they jumped the hell out of this man, beat the rat piss out of him, and played baseball with his
Start kicking his head.
And this was just horrible. This man Gladius went to his body and said, "How dare you betray the family, you rat ass!"
There's always one character like that.
DOFLAMINGO came up to him and said,
Viltrumite stats.
"My baby brother, a fucking
Mid-Trumite.
fuck you, nigga. Corazon, you know how hard it is to kill your own flesh and blood again. And my God, it pains me to do
They
it.
mid, bro.
But do me a favor, baby brother, and say hello to Pops for me." This man DOFLAMINGO dumped about 10 bullets in this nigga and murdered his own little brother in cold blood.
Damn it.
Dofi trial. Exhibit C wrap up. Piracy, grand larceny, murder.
Omni-Man wouldn't lose the guns.
massacre.
There's a lot of people that wouldn't lose the guns.
Exhibit D. Y'all
Murder.
It is now time for Exhibit D. The
Let's see.
usurpation of Dressrosa. Now, DOFLAMINGO, as we know, is the king of Dressrosa. But how did he become king? Yeah, you
Self-proclaimed?
sit back for this one. So, 10 years before the present, Dressrosa was a very peaceful nation that knew no types of war and had a honest king named King Riku. Now, the people
Riku.
love King Riku. They'd glaze this man to the end of the earth. But sadly, this would change in a single night. So, on that tragic night, DOFLAMINGO flew to the king's private quarters. So
Okay.
he pulled up, woke this nigga up, and said, "Don't even try calling for help, or I will slit your fucking throat right now." So Dofi basically explained to the king that this land, matter of fact, this whole country belongs to me, and I finally come back to take back what's rightfully mine. So the thing
Okay,
is that the
pretty
Don
legit.
Quixote family used to rule over Dressrosa about a good 800 years ago, till they
Right.
abandoned it and became celestial dragons. And now Dofi is back to claim what's his. Now he gave the king
Makes
an
sense.
ultimatum. He basically told him, we can either A, I will take over this entire kingdom and kill everybody, or B, you can buy my kingdom for 10 billion berries. So what's it gonna be, old nigga? Genocide or run your pockets?
I think that's a pretty fair deal.
The king had no choice. He had to run his pockets, but he ain't have enough money. So for the sake of the kingdom, he had to send out his soldiers and beg the people for money. And obviously the people are confused. They like, but King Riku, we just paid our taxes a month ago. Yeah, man, this is some bullshit. I can't even pay my child support. I just got pregnant the other day. How am I supposed to take care of my child? So King Riku had to
Do you ever live in Dressrosa at all? I don't even know.
And said,
I think so. Wait, did he? Wow, I just completely forgot. No, he didn't. But it was because there was celestial dragons, right? And he was one. So he just wanted to take it.
So every single citizen they had emptied every dime they had.
When we said 800 years ago.
Because he ain't ever done them wrong. So everything seems to be fine. They paid off DOFLAMINGO and they should be scot-free, right? Psych! In the distance, you see this man King Riku coming
talking about Dofi
on a horse. So obviously the soldiers think,
yeah, he said 800 years ago. Dofi was not alive 800 years ago.
Come all the way out here? But this man King Riku is crying and saying, run away!
He never lived there. They called it his kingdom because the celestial dragons owned it, and he was a celestial dragon, so therefore it would be his kingdom. But even though, so they were celestial dragons, but he wants to be it again. But I mean, he is now anyway. Who's gonna stop him?
Slaying people and blowing shit up, and you already know what's going on. In the shadows, DOFLAMINGO is controlling this man and making him kill his people. So Dofi didn't tell the king, but there was a option C, and that was to do both.
Bro, why hasn't anyone killed him yet?
And the king wasn't the only one getting controlled. Dofi decided to control.
That's what I don't be understanding. That's what I don't be understanding about One Piece, specifically One Piece, right? Because in Bleach, right? They locked him up. Yeah, I get it, but it's like, look at what he just done. In Bleach, if somebody did this, they're dying. Like, and because Aizen did something like this, right? Pretty much, he just killed a bunch of people and did a whole bunch of bullshit. They locked him up because they can't kill him. I promise, if they would have been able to kill Aizen, Aizen would have been out of there immediately.
Made them slaughter everybody, and they didn't spare nobody. Look at this. This is a mama and her son, and this nigga said.
Because not only that, it's not like they couldn't have done it because Aokiji was literally there. He should have just cooked him right there. Warlord or not, how are you the warlord of the sea and you have, you know, like relations with the shit? How many kills does Luffy even have? 0. Apparently.
And his crew are just up here watching this. And when the time was right, he said, "All right, boys, it's showtime." These niggas hop down and knock out these soldiers.
A pirate with 0 bodies. He said he don't. Apparently, he don't like to kill people because he don't want to take away their right to have a journey to become a pirate or some shit like that. It was just a bunch of yap. Basically, he saw.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Don Quixote DOFLAMINGO, and I've come to save you.
Aokiji is a pirate. Okay. Aokiji is a goat.
Now this is a straight Homelander ass move. Bro made the king and his guards kill their own people just to come in and save the day. And this was the tragic part. He controlled the king and said, "Come on over. Make sure you look good for the camera." So bro jumps down and smacks the shit out this nigga on live TV in front of everybody.
Marine to pirate is crazy.
This man just committed the greatest PR stunt of all.
Akainu the goat. Mid Kainu. A mid-moo.
He saved us! Yeah, hell yeah, brother! And they chanted this man's name throughout the night while hoisting the king's body in the air like a trophy. And that night, DOFLAMINGO usurped the throne and became the king of Dressrosa. Now, after DOFLAMINGO became king, he started to do some even more evil shit. For an example, using sugar to turn damn near half.
Has Usopp met Yasop yet? I have no idea. I don't even remember.
Their families forget about them, force these tontata low niggas to basically be slaves and work in his drug lab, had some of the old soldiers become gladiators, and forced them to basically kill each other. And apparently, he did something with Viola. I don't even know if this is true, but a lot of people say it is. So
what did he do?
Just leave this here.
Freaky ass nigga, he the 69 guy.
Oh no.
Freaky ass nigga, he the 69
Yeah, go ahead and round him up and shoot him in the back of the head.
god.
He out of there.
The Dofi trial. Exhibit D wrap up. Blackmail. Genocide.
Viola? See, I don't know.
Brainwashing.
But judging by the meme he just put, clearly not old enough.
Exhibit E. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for our final.
Oh. 29? Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out Dopey pre-ordered her. That's what he's saying.
A trade, well, what was supposed to be a trade between Law and DOFLAMINGO. Now, Law took Caesar as hostage after Punk Hazard to get some leverage on DOFLAMINGO and make him leave the Warlords, so he would lose his Navy immunity. And also, Dofi needs Caesar to make some more of his Smile product. But tragically for Law, this plan failed miserably because DOFLAMINGO was 2 steps ahead. Because this man used his celestial dragon leverage on the government and falsified a whole story about how he left the Warlords, when in reality he didn't. And he had this man Law shook. He ain't know what the fuck to do. His whole plan blew up in his face. So Law was like, ah shit. Well, I'm the skedaddle. So this man Law
Skedaddle.
running while DOFLAMINGO was hawking his ass down. And it didn't help that Fujitora's ass was here trying to...
Yeah, he was dropping meteors. Yeah.
Law was fighting for his life in this jungle. Look at Dofi come behind him. Nigga finger sniped him. Brought this man Law to his knees. Then he came down and told him, you ain't going nowhere, little nigga. I've been waiting to kill your ass for 13 motherfucking years. And look at Dofi, bro. This nigga think he's Spider-Man. Out here just webbing shit up and throwing it at him. And I don't even know how long this game of tag lasted for, because we know how that Dressrosa pacing was. Good God.
Yeah, horrible.
Anyways, bro, they ended up getting to the beach, and while Dofi's chasing Law, he ends up hearing a loud ass scream, and it was from the Sunny, from Chopper, Nami, and Brooke being loud as shit. And Dofi just looked up,
Damn, Nami.
big old smile on his face, like, oh Law, you done fucked up now. So this man flew over to
The whole show pacing is horrible. It is the worst. It is actually horrible. I'm sorry, reading it is better. And then just watch the hype parts.
Stay away from my Nami Swan. Like, dog, come on. She not gonna let you hit.
Yeah, she don't like you.
Dofi did not
Anyway.
take this fight seriously at all. Look at him. He got this big ass grin on his face. Then this man threw out his attack, backflip for style points, and told him, well, there, buddy. Let's not burn the coat. This shit costs more than
Then One Piece fans make fun of Naruto for filler. You see the difference between Naruto. I mean, first of all, making fun of an anime because of filler that's like ended is pretty stupid because you can just skip it. But the filler in Naruto is like arcs of filler, right? Which is bad, but you can't skip it. The thing about One Piece is they'll have a chapter from a manga, like 1 page, and they'll stretch it out for a whole episode. So like their filler is time filler in episodes. So even though it says it only has like 10%, bro, this man Luffy can walk down the street, and him walking down the street is 2 episodes. Like, come on. Like, that's filler.
But Sanji started thinking to himself while he was free falling. Oh, if I beat DOFLAMINGO, Nami Swan might let me hit. So this man Sanji got a second win and started trying to
Fights be 10 episodes. I'm saying every fight, bro, every One Piece fight is like the Dragon Ball Z fight with Frieza and Goku, where it took like 30 episodes to finish it. I would have been sick if I was watching that weekly. 32 weeks to finish one fight.
This shit costs more than your life. So this man charged up his overheat and he was ready to
the Sanji arc.
But right when Dofi was about to hit him, here come Law with the and he ended up Dofi away from
yeah, that's what he can do also. With Don Krieg, yeah, I do remember that. He can do this to Quantum. He has the original. He got the Sasuke powers. He can teleport. teleport shit in the room.
You could tell this man Dofi had the intent to kill this man, because he had to throw the attack out, and it landed all the way back in Dressrosa and just cut a building.
Heavily hand power.
Buddy, that's
Room.
a murder. You tried to put this simp 6 feet under. So this man Law had to take this miniature big back Big Mom as a hostage so the Straw Hats could escape. But later on, they end up having a standoff on this bridge. And I kid y'all not, this was not a fight. This was a sheep coming to the slaughter. I mean, look at this man Law. He running for his life again. DOFLAMINGO's just cutting the bridge in half and yelling at him like, "What's wrong, pussy? I thought you was gonna spin back for Cora, but you still a bitch." But Law at least tried something. He tried to throw all the debris at him, but Dofi just cut it to
Boss fights are like 30 episodes. It's so stupid.
Then shatters this man's jaw with his foot, and the beating just got worse.
Kaido fight was basically 140 episodes. That's so crazy. Like, the whole Kaido fight is like the whole war arc in Naruto. And the people will try to say that that arc was long.
He came down and kicked the shit out of him again, then just started spamming bullet strings at him. Even took out his leg.
Was yapping for 5 episodes straight. That's what it is. They fight. They stop, they talk to each other, they yap for 5 episodes, they do a flashback for 15 episodes, they come back, fight again, then do another flashback for the other person, they come back, they stop fighting for another 2 episodes, then they start yapping again, and then something happens, and then the fight is over with.
And this wasn't even the worst part. DOFLAMINGO walked up to him.
We had other fights in between. Bro, yapping for 5 episodes and then showing 5 different fights for 30 seconds is not good. The only good part was Mihawk versus Zoro, and that fight was barely a minute long. Yeah.
This nigga across Dressrosa. And oh god, this was probably
that wasn't even a fight actually. Zoro just got cooked. I remember that.
Already cooked. But DOFLAMINGO decided, remember when you
Bro got stabbed with a little blade.
Let's see if you remember how that felt. And he started dumping bullets of lead in him. And look at this freaky ass nigga out here licking the blood. Hell no. And Law was done. He should have been dead. The amount of plot armor Law had in this arc is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and not only Law. The amount of plot armor that characters in general in the show have is ridiculous. I remember the Alabasta fight when I first watched it. This one, Luffy died 3 times in one arc.
This is not the first time bro should have died.
And he's not, and it's not like with Ichigo when Ichigo got stabbed by Okuyawa, and then he came back with the hollow form. There is no hollow. There is no like being inside Luffy that comes out when he's about to die and gives him more power. No, he just straight up plot armor.
So now we fast forward a fat minute, all the way till Sugar got knocked out and all the toys turn into people again, and the whole population turns on DOFLAMINGO because they realize, wait a minute, this nigga's an asshole. He turned half the population into
That's the One Piece tech? It is.
And committed a coup d'etat. Get this nigga out of here. So then the one-legged demon Kiros came in and cut off this man's head, and everybody's in shock.
Huh?
Everybody like, oh my god, Dofi just died to a side character? Psych! Niggas thought it was gonna be that easy. Yeah, this man could use string clone jutsu. So he got behind
String clone jutsu. He kicked that shit out of him.
Good God, this man got some strong ass legs with them
Larry Wheels.
leg hairs he got. So then here come Luffy trying to be a hero, even though
Gear 2.
out here trying to hit that man with that jet Gatling. But the clone came behind him, blew his back out.
God damn.
Looked at him, cocked back his fist, and told him, "Get the fuck off my property, broke ass nigga!" Hit Luffy so hard, probably made him even more stupid in the head. So he made Pika throw everybody off the cliff. And at this point, it was over for everybody in Dressrosa. This man set up the birdcage, got on the big screen, and said, "People of Dressrosa, I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know this now. I have fucking hated all you stinky ass peasants ever since I came to this fucking island. So now all you broke ass niggas can go fuck yourselves. So let's play a game. If you kill any of these bitch ass niggas on this board, especially that long-nosed, Pinocchio, nappy-headed ass fuck, I will make you rich."
What do you say fuck me for?
Oh, and you also have 24 hours before I destroy this fucking island. So this man Dofi, since
They was always coming at Usopp.
this man started another genocide just because he got pissed off.
Like,
So now it was
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm the Marine supposed to be the good guys. How is, like, Akainu and all them letting this slide? This one I kind of too busy killing his own Marines.
The Palace One Piece Edition. Law and Luffy versus DOFLAMINGO. Oh, I forgot. And Bellamy's here. Bruh. Bro was emotionally abusing this man the entire arc. We all know that Bellamy's this man's biggest glazer. So Dofi decided to use this man as a puppet. Look at Luffy. Bro tried to kick him, and Dofi just used Bellamy's face as a human shield. He was straight up abusing this nigga. Then look at him. He put bro on some strings and said, "Dance, nigga. Go fuck up that walking condom for me." But Law and Luffy was just mad at Dofi for just watching him in that chair. So they hit that man with that red hawk.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The switch. He put the shit out of him.
You see, bro actually hurt. Bro mad as hell, thinking in his head like, "Motherfucker, you know what? Just."
I'm about to say, like, bro forgot he could switch.
Well, that man Dofi said, "Hell nah, you ain't getting away with that, buddy." So bro started spamming strings at Luffy, send his stupid ass flying again. Then he decided to stab the shit out of Law. Bro said, "Sit your bitch ass down before I beat the shit out you again, boy." Then he hit this man Luffy with a nasty combo. Bro launched him in the air, grabbed him with his strings, then yanked him all the way back to Bellamy, who he was controlling, and sliced him. Oh my goodness.
Oh, combo. The tag team.
By a man with a flamingo coat and some short ass capris. So Dofi kicked Luffy's face in again, separating him and Law and making Luffy fight Bellamy. And my God, Law. This man took probably the worst beating in the series right here. Just look at this. Dofi ended up grabbing Law, then makes them both somersaults, crashing into the ground.
That's the of course.
Case where Law should be dead in this arc. But this next part.
But he got the OP food. You know he not gonna die.
Dofi walks up to him, puts the gun up to him, and tells him, "Die like the broke ass nigga you are." Then just started shooting this man over and over and over and over again. He shot so many bullets in him, he kept on pulling the trigger thinking he had some more. And again, this is another instance of where Law should have died in this arc. Nigga cheated death 3 times just for him to get up and hit
Gamma? Oh, the radio knife. Yeah. Gamma knife, radio knife, one of those.
He was talking crazy to Dofi.
Gamma knife.
Yeah. This might get back for Core, nigga. So he hits Dofi with a counter shot, basically with all the power he has left. And Law think he done killed him. But no, this man rose from the dead.
So you can hear his arm back?
And you want to know how this man survived?
I'm pretty sure you can.
He stitched his organs together with his string. Nigga gave himself surgery mid-fight. So
oh, y'all remember that game? I think, what is that, Far Cry? Bro would just like break his fingers and his arm and his wrist back together whenever you had to heal yourself.
And get a fatality. But here come Luffy bailing out Law. Nigga, how many times is Law gonna get bailed out this fucking arc? Like, dog, you should be dead. This nigga Law gotta be a cat or some shit, cause he gotta have like 9 lives or something. So here comes that Nika Luffy himself. Bro kicked off them dusty, busted, broke ass sandals and transformed into this fat ass.
The Gear 4.
So obviously when DOFLAMINGO first saw Gear 4, he was laughing his ass off. Blood was like, "What the fuck is this? Am I supposed to be scared of you, nigga? You turned into a balloon." But Luffy was done playing games. He punched
Yes, yeah, I do remember this.
This man flew all the way down to the streets. And I ain't gonna lie, Dofi started getting dog walked. This man ain't felt so much pain since he was getting beat as a child. So this man DOFLAMINGO went to his last resort. He said, "Fuck it, I'm already destroying the country, so I might as well turn everything into string." So he ends up using his awakening and just throwing buildings of just string at him. But
His awakening
did not care. He flew over to this man and hit him with that Leo bazooka. And Dofi went to
bazooka
and just pinned in the mountain. This fight should have been over right here. But nope. The plot kicked in, because Luffy ran out of time on Gear 4. The man literally deflated right before he was about to finish him. And this gave Dofi enough time to recover, and this man was more pissed off than ever. He went on a rampage looking for this man Luffy. Bro started killing everybody. It got to the point where if you got in this man's way, you died. Then he started moving the birdcage.
The Fortnite.
He was about to wipe the whole island off the map. So then here come Viola.
Viola.
To do something against this 69 god. And I'm not even gonna waste no time on this. Y'all already know what happened.
Yeah, she got fried. Yeah.
She tried this. Like,
yeah. God damn. But One Piece do got some redeeming qualities though.
And then look at this, bro. He started hanging her by the string. Oh, no, nigga. My nigga, this is harassment. Nah, buddy, you're done. You're done after this. We know you did it. The allegations had to be true, especially after this scene. You was not like us, buddy. This image is staying exactly like it is. And then you tried to make Rebecca kill her dog. Nah, this man DOFLAMINGO is pure evil. This man is a sick ass nigga. So thank God Luffy finally came over.
Luffy.
He said, hell nah, your ass is going to jail. So he charged up that King Kong gun and yelled at that nigga, take your freaky ass to impale down, and blasted this man Dofi through the earth's crust.
Dramatic finish.
Anime Diddy was finally defeated. So after this, they locked this man up in the depths of Impel Down, and this man should never get out again. But let's be honest with ourselves. Sometime sooner or later, this
he gonna get out.
Somebody gonna make the call to Jayoma. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with all these damn charges, this is why this man is on this round.
Yeah, but they need to up the security in that prison. The amount of people that done broke out that prison. Like, come on, bro.
This is one sick ass nigga. So yeah, the faded DOFLAMINGO video. We finally did it. Now y'all know damn well what might happen to this. So hey, fingers crossed. Like the video for good luck, I guess. Hey, and hopefully we make it through. But anyways, man, hope y'all enjoy. And until then,
That was a peak video. Like.